Then before and after. Before is on the left as we look at the screen. After is on the right. We're going to slow it down so we can look at the speeds. So we look at things a little bit more in detail. So let's have a look at those arms to begin with. Okay, so if we look at before, so we pause it before here, what we've got is we had the elbows flaring out. So we had that movement coming, the elbows pointing down and away, which leads us to have that gap between the ribs and the elbow. And the same on the right, and we've got that gap between the ribs and the elbow. Why that's doing that is to compensate for balance and to control our body, and that's linked with that overstride because the body's wanting to brake and to stop. And the arms will naturally then flare out to protect. Also, what we get is we've got a change in shoulder posture where it's starting to sink down and wanting to come across the body. The movement before was also twisting. So we can see in a moment, we'll just take these lines out. Where we've got a twist in the shoulders. So the chest ends up wanting to point out towards this direction because this left shoulder is dipping forward and going across the body. And if we run that through, again, we've got that shift. We can see the creases coming in that shirt, and we've lost the line of the dot. We've lost the line of the dot here because that shoulder has dipped, and again the chest is wanting to point to this window in effect. And if we have a look at after, so after, first of all, we can see that the shoulder posture has improved really significantly because we're now seeing both the dots and they're nicely aligned. Also, if we just slow that speed down, we've got arms now close to our body. So that wrist is facing our hip, Archie's hip, elbows coming back towards us, and that shows a significant improvement in the balance and body control, and that the arms moving consistently from the shoulder, so swinging back, elbow driving back, swinging from the shoulder, swinging forwards, gives that momentum, improves that shoulder posture, and also brings that body up. So Archie is now tall, and we can see that the head is evenly positioned through that centre dot. So that's a really good improvement, and that's down to the DMS, the single leg work, in terms of improving that particular balance. So really awesome work from Archie there. And you can see it's consistently moving. The elbows coming back, shoulder is consistently moving. There is no twist in that upper body at all. Chest is facing forwards all the way, and that's a superb image that we've got there on that right with that chest facing forwards. If we have a look at the feet, just want to point out the left foot. Before, what we had was we started to have a little bit of an internal rotation of the heel into that point, and then the toes pointing down and away. If we have a look at where we are now, that left foot just play it through. Here, we've got less of a rotation, and we're seeing more of that trainer as it comes at us for that toe. So it's a much improved angle down here. Okay, so really good improvement in terms of ankle stability and strength. If we look to the right one, okay, before Again, we have that heel rotating inwards and that toe wanting to come down and away. And just see again where we're getting that line coming parallel. So that foot was coming down. So if we look at where we were after, so after that foot and heel is a lot straighter, and it's pointing more. The angle is decreased. And it's pointing more towards us, which is an excellent improvement of that ankle stability and strength as well. Final thing, I'm just going to run through on each side. Just get rid of these lines. Is foot tracking. So foot tracking was all about the path the foot takes once it leaves the ground. If we look at before, we draw a line from the hip dot down to this position here. So before, as the foot left, it wanted to come around that line and wanted to try and follow that line as closely as possible. And it just came on that inside. So that's what we had before. If we look at after, on the left foot, as that foot comes up, it's following that line right through the center really closely, and then as it comes back down there, we can see that it's followed that path, so it's not come away too far from that path of the line. So that's really, really good. If we look at the before on the right, so as that foot left the ground before, it wanted to come away. We see that ankle turning in, and then when it comes to land, just bring that in here. As it came into land, it just wanted to land inside that line. If we look at now where we were after, so it follows that line straight through. You can see the trainer position, that heel to the bum, foot towards that center of the line. It's following that path really, really well. And then it's landing right in the center. So we've got 50% of that trainer either side that line. So that's a really good improvement of the foot tracking. Also with that heel position now, the ankle stability and strength has improved as a result of the work that we've done on the cushion and also on the foam pad. And we can see here that left foot, again, nice position, and we've got toes pointing towards us. So really good improvement on foot tracking on both aspects. So all in all, awesome improvement from Archie. He's done a great job through the 6 sessions. Really looking efficient, economical, really looking purposeful. Really good improvement in terms of that ankle position and that ankle strength, and all the work that he's put in and out of the session has really paid off. So be proud of what you've done, Archie. Done an awesome job. Good luck with the football and the rugby.